Hello and welcome back to, well, I guess kind of Hearthstone. Today we're going to be talking about the expansion that was announced, 20 hours ago, obviously, about the new, I don't even know what it's called. What is it called? League of Explorers. Yes, this is the next Hearthstone expansion that's going to come out after BlizzCon, and I would just want to talk about some of these cards. The animated armor. It's a pretty good card against all these aggro that's been going around right now. But after this expansion, I feel like it's going to get a lot slower. Or it's either going to get a lot slower or a lot faster. Because of some of the cards we're going to talk about. This, I feel, should have been a neutral card, an all-class card. Because it's not necessary in Mage. They already have so many control aspects of them. Like Flame Strike and Mirror Image, for instance. Mirror Image is like a 4/4 taunt. It's like a not no, it's not. It's a 2 taunt for 1 mana. That's pretty good. So Mage was not the correct class to give this to. Maybe something like I don't know. What could we have given this to? We could have given it to like Shaman or Rogue. It would have been a good Rogue card. But Rogue has some better cards, so we can go talk about those. This is probably one of the most interesting cards. I really love this card. It's so neat. It's like it's it's so like sturdy, you know? Like 3/3 worth of stats after Death Rattle for just 1 mana or for uh 1/1 stats reduction is pretty insane. Like think about this card in Arena. If this thing trades against anything, right, and you have a minion on the board, you're just gonna win. So this is like a fantastic Arena card, and I feel like I don't think it'll see. I mean, that's the thing. It might even see constructed play. I'm not sure if this one will see any constructed play. It might in a really, really, really control mage deck, but yeah, maybe not. Um, although this actually has the chance to become a staple in the meta. Drink my Diet Coke. Um, this thing is gonna drive me insane. Wait, nope, nope, wrong one. This card is bad. At least that's how I think how it looks right now. It might be good. Maybe. I mean, like, I don't see this being good. I just don't see anyone playing it. Maybe you can make it work. It would be pretty interesting in a Wailing Soul deck, or like a Silence deck with some of the, like, Druid shenanigans and stuff. Then it would be a good card. Actually, no, it's not. It's a battle cry. Never mind. Um, I just don't. It's like a Pit Lord. You can't play it because it damages you so much. This is like a fourth of your health. I don't see any constructed play. I don't think it'll see play. Or actually, it might see play in Arena. I can see some people picking it in Arena. 4 mana, 7/4, and there's no guarantee you'll draw the Ancient Curse. So maybe in Arena people will play this. So yeah. This card is going to drive me insane, okay? If there's one thing I hate, it's aggressive decks. And by making this card a thing, they have made Murloc decks and Paladin late game viable. You know how bad that is? If this is in the game, we will be just in Murloc's takeoff. Okay, we have to assume Murloc's takeoff because the Murloc Knight and stuff. This is going to be a nightmare, like an absolute nightmare. I I never want to see this card played against me. I really don't, because it's not going to be a fun time. In Arena, this card's really bad. Really, really, really bad. You should never pick this in Arena. This one. Oh wow, they already have the. Holy crap! Wow. Okay. So this is one of the cards. The Lantern of Dagger, apparently. Wow. So that's gonna be what happens if this is like a third, 1/3 chance. I'm assuming is that what that means? That you get this discover a powerful artifact or something. Yeah, powerful artifact. This is a powerful artifact, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. This guy, uh, the meta is gonna have to shift a lot in constructed. It's gonna have to be so much slower to play this guy. But I feel like if if you don't, that's wow, that is such a nice card. Holy crap! If he can't kill this, you could have a 17-18 on the board next turn. That's insane. And it goes with the curve of the spells. That's pretty good. In Arena, I think this would be pretty good. I wouldn't think it'd be that bad. The only problem is BGH, as you see it down in the corner. But yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. This guy is very interesting. So we have a aura effect of Baron Rivendare, right? But now it's given to Battle Cries as 3 mana with good stats, kinda. This card is awesome. I love this card. Oh, look at Injured Blade. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, we are gonna see a lot more of Mill. I think I might play this in a Mill deck. That'd be really cool. In a these guys over here know what they're talking about. Anixia value, yeah. Um in a Mill deck, this would be awesome. Especially Rogue. You could flood like four cards into this hand at one time. That's insane. So this card is it could be constructed viable. I would not doubt it. If this becomes part of the meta, I wouldn't doubt it at all. Because Battlecry effects are usually pretty strong, but the stats are bad. But if you double the Battlecry, it won't even matter that the stats are bad. That's amazing. I love this card. It's really good design. In Arena, it's kind of average. Unless you have a lot of Battlecries, which you tend to have kind of a lot, but you don't always get to like synergize them on turn 4 or whatever after you play that. This one, Curse of Ratham, it is a Warlock card, and it's an interesting card. I don't exactly know what the um, cursed card is. I'm assuming it's like there were some bosses in Nexramus, or I think it was Nexramus, yeah, where they put a card in your hand and it would deal damage to you if you had it in there, and they cost like 4 mana or something, so you had to cast them. Um, I think it's something like that, except I'm not sure how much the cursed card costs, which is they're assuming 2 over here in the chat, but oh, and no, this is a Warlock, not Mill. You can't Mill with Warlock; it doesn't really work. On the next one, this is or back there. Which one was this? Yeah, that's a bad arena card. Do not pick this card. It's a very bad one. It doesn't do anything. But constructed, I guess you could make like a cool, I don't know, kind of like just kill him Warlock deck. I mean, sure. You could play it in Zoo. Yeah, you just screw up with their curve if they have to cast that card again. That's interesting. I'd toy around with it. A Cursed Blade. This card is kind of a letdown. It's uh, I can't tell. Is it for Warrior? Is that the red around it? I feel like it is. So this is a Warrior card. I don't see the point in it. I really don't. A 1 mana 2/3, yeah, that's fine, but double all damage? That that's not good. This is bad. So if there's like a Leper Gnome, it'll deal 6 damage to your face. I mean, you get rid of it, but 6 damage? Why don't you just wait till turn 2 and play your or like coin or something and play your War Axe? I don't get it. It might be good in Arena, maybe, for a point, but I don't see it getting any constructed play. Unless, well, I guess no, Control Warrior is coming back, but I can barely stay alive with my Control Warrior uh, because of all the damage you take from these aggressive decks. But after this might come out, the aggressive decks might just go away. So, yeah, I guess. Yeah, this guy even brought it up. Kill Leper Gnome, take 6 damage, no thanks. That's what I think, but I don't know. If the meta slows down and no one's playing the early drops, then it might not get played, or it might it might just be good enough to play. I don't think it'll see any constructive play. Maybe Arena a little bit. So we got the Dark Peddler now. This card is interesting. I don't know. So I'm like, I guess this is it's a Warlock card, right? So it draws you a card, two, a 1-cost card. So next turn you could play a 2-mana card and a 1-mana card. I guess it's interesting. I like it, but I just don't see it being competitive because of the random. I'm assuming it's any 1-cost card, so it could be uh like it could be anything. It could be a weapon. It could be a spell. It could be a minion. It could be absolutely anything. I just don't think the consistency is what you want to like. That kind of consistency doesn't really work in constructed because you usually have a game plan. But in arena, I think this might be a good card. It trades against all the the 3/2s and stuff, and like mad scientists that everyone picks. So this is a pretty decent card in arena. Not in constructed though. I don't think unless you're playing some really strange. Uh, actually, it might work in handlock because you fill your hand up with more cards. That's interesting. Handlock is getting some buffs in this expansion, by the way, guys. You'll see coming on. I have looked at these before, but I haven't like actually paid attention too much. This card, I don't like. I really don't like it. I don't like Hunter. So like, you see, I don't think anyone will play this because they're random, right? But I also think it's just like, why do Hunters have such powerful cards? 5 damage for 2 mana. Even with the random, that's not balanced. Like, even with the random. And it's a secret. So by adding this, you have no idea what is going to happen at all in this game. There's like 8 secrets now or something like that. And it's ridiculous to counter all of them. And don't even get me started on, what's it called? Competitive Spirit. I hate that card. Competitive Spirit is the worst designed uh, secret in the game because you can't trigger it yourself. The enemy can't trigger it. So you're just helpless in trying to you just have to prevent it, which is not how secrets work. You're supposed to proc the secrets how you want, but it won't work. This is like kind of the same, but it restricts your hero power, which is interesting. Yet 5 damage, like think if he plays this on turn 2 and you're a druid, right? And you hero power, you just take 5 damage to face. Like, is that fun or balanced? I don't think it is. But it's not going to see any play because it's just not consistent enough. Unless like they're saying face hunter, which I wouldn't doubt. And tomb. Okay, I also have a complaint against this card. This is a much better recycle. This is not um this is not balanced. Okay? This is like a Siphon Soul, but you get their card. I guess when you put it against that, it's balanced. But when you put it against Shuffle or Recycle, Recycle really? You're gonna give me this after we get Recycle and Druid? Like, this is objectively better. You take the minion away instead of just having it be replay later. Yeah, compared to Recycle, I just don't get it. Like, this is not a balanced card. I don't like it as that. I might play around with it just because how fun it might look, but I don't like the design of this card. It seems like it's just, although it is for a different class than Druid, which has been restricted their use of removal cards because of how powerful some of their, like, I don't know, minions are, I guess. I don't know how they do the whole balancing of classes thing, but that seems how it is. All the removal for Druid has a side effect. But this is just an objectively better recycle, and that makes me kind of mad. I don't think it'll see any play in Arena. It might see play in Constructed. I can see it played in Constructed if the meta slows down. Obviously, 6-mana removal in Priest is pretty bad because you have your 3-mana Death and your 2-mana Pain. But if the meta slows down, I can see it being played in Constructed. I love the legendaries in this expansion, if I haven't said that already. I love how they're so low mana cost and with decent stats. Like Elise, Starseeker, Battlecry Chef for the map of the Golden Monkey. Um, I don't know what the Golden Monkey is. Oh wait, no, it says here, draw a card and put the Golden Monkey in your deck. Golden Monkey, Battlecry ruin your whole... Okay, that's obviously made up. Um, okay, let's try to find it. Map to the gold, it costs 2 mana and lets you add a Golden Monkey to your deck and draw a card. Golden Monkey is a cost 4, 6/6 taunt that replaces your deck and hand with all... What? Holy crap! No way. Okay, favorite legendary. Favorite legendary. That is insane. Read this. Golden Monkey is a 2 mana, 4 mana, 6/6 taunt that replaces your deck and hand with all legendary cards. Okay, that's amazing. I love that. This is cool. It probably won't see play though, because of the consistency. 1 in 30 chance you'll draw it first of all, and then all the random legendaries usually cost like they cost a lot of mana, so it won't work. But if someone wants any fun, they're gonna play this card in like a Randuin Rin deck, like with Noxious he plays. He will definitely be playing this card. Jin Zephyrs. I like this card. I like how it's a neutral, and it does deserve the epic tag. I really like the design. It's not bad stats, and it's like a Fiola Lightbane kind of thing, except it's on another minion. So if I cast Divine Shield on another minion, this one gets it too. If I cast Blessing of Kings on another minion, this one gets it too. It might... Yeah, actually, this guy's saying it right here. It's going to be annoying with priests. I can see that happening. Yeah, I can really see that happening. So this card might get broken in priest because the good stats to start with and stuff, but I mean, I feel like the meta is just going to slow down. The meta has to slow down for this card to work, and if it does, everyone else is going to have big threats as well, and you still have to draw this card, right? So, yeah. I think this is a good card in Arena and in Constructed. I can see it being used in Constructed competitively and in Arena competitively, although not really competitively because that's not how Arena works, but I can see this. This is a really good card. I like the design. Desert Camel. I think this card is interesting. I feel like that Blizzard is not realizing the problem of Face Hunter. They just can't seem to make a control card that isn't helpful to the... Like, what if I'm a druid and I'm not playing any one-cost minions, right? So it's just put a one-cost minion from your deck into the battlefield. So it's a 3-mana, 2/4, summon a one-cost. It's kind of broken, although most Hunter cards are, if you take a look at them, like Scar or the Savannah Hymeine, broken as crap. Like even Kill Command, you've got Quick Shot. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't. I like the card design-wise, but it seems just like it's going to be integrated into a face deck, and no one's going to have a good time. In Arena, this is a great card, I feel like. Probably. Maybe not now, but if it slows down, if Arena slows down, this would be a pretty good card for fast decks in Arena, which Hunter usually runs. This thing is going to drive me insane. Okay, so you guys all know about hand block, right? I'm agreeing with this person. A better Ancient Watcher. This is insane stats. This is insane. This card is crazy. Okay? It even has the possibility of attacking no matter what if you silence it. It's an objectively better Ancient Watchman or Ancient Watcher. Like, seriously, this is amazing. On turn 4, if they don't have anything on the board and they don't play anything, and you have this on the board, you're getting 7 damage in for 4 mana. That's insane. This will definitely see play in Handlock, and that's probably the only constructed deck, unless you're playing a Wailing Soul uh, deck with some silence stuff and stuff. But I guess it could be. No, it wouldn't be picked in Arena ever. So it's basically just a Handlock card. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's saying Arena God. Like, in Arena, there's always more people. Handlock with Double Owl, yeah. Handlock just got 2 more Giants. That's pretty much it. So let's move on. Excavated Evil. This card's interesting. Um, I I like it. I do like it. It's neat because uh you can just play it, right? And if they get it in their hand, they're never gonna play it if they're playing an aggressive deck, which this easily counters. Um, yeah, I love it. I think it's a great aggro stopper. If they're playing, if it's like a paladin, okay, let's say, in turn 5, they play like quartermaster on all their musters. You just excavated evil, you give him that card, and he's never going to play it because he's a paladin. But then you go to the problem on turn 6, you play Mysterious Challenger, and then you lose. But, you know, it's still a nice card. I like it. In Arena, it's not going to see play, but in Constructed, I can see it being played a little bit. An Explorer's Hat. Oh, it's a spell, Hunter spell. Give a minion +1/+1. Okay, really? Really? Great. Okay. Great. Another Hunter card. Um, I don't know what to say about this one. I skipped this one apparently yesterday when I went through this. It's interesting. I won't lie about that. It seems kind of like it won't ever work. In a constructed deck arena, it won't be played. So yeah, let's just move on. We have a lot of cards to get through. I might just cut it in half actually. Fierce Monkey. This card is great. This is the best warrior common we've ever gotten. This is actually good. It is amazing. And it works with bolster, as this guy said in this chat right here. Like, this is great. I love it. I cannot complain against this card. Warriors have been crapped on every expansion, and this thing is great. And it's a beast. I think they're trying to push the beast tag a little bit with this expansion, which is good. I think more beast is fine because Hunter already abuses it, so whatever. I like this card. It's a good card. It'll see play in constructed and arena. That's why I love it, especially arena. If this comes up in arena, you're picking it no matter what because warrior sucks. This card, uh, I'm not arguing their point here. Yeah, I'm not arguing the stat change to a 3/6 because it does not deserve that. A 5 mana 3/6 draw card, a spell even. Um, it's it it's it's balanced, kinda, right? Right? Because the 3/6 is way better. This is like a second water elemental. You can't beat that. You can't beat turn 4 water elemental, turn 5 water elemental, and draw a card. That's why this guy's stats are kind of bad. But I don't think it's that bad. You know, you don't draw your deck. You don't. I mean, it could have had like a 6/4 stat line, but even then, that's still pretty good. I think this is a pretty balanced card overall. It won't see play in arena. Uh, it might see play in constructed a tiny little, tiny bit if someone's experimenting, but I don't think it'll make any major impact on the meta because of the random, which is fine. This is a card that's going to make me cry too. These Murlocs are going to make me cry. They put these control cards in, and then they put these stupidly overpowered Murloc cards in, which kind of makes me mad. So, give your minions +2/+2. This aura effect on this card is not an aura effect, rather. It's a battle cry kind of effect on a spell. It's not balanced, okay? It could have been... I guess it is, no. Yeah, it's kind of balanced. Give all your minions, so if you have 7 mana, 14 health and attack overall, that's balanced. I would pay 7 mana for that. But the cost 1 less for each Murloc you control is what makes me mad. Or not mad, a little bit scared. So if he coins a Murloc Tidehunter, then plays Murloc Tidehunter the next turn, he could play this for 3 mana, and you have +2/+2. I think it's a neat card. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I'm not one that likes to play against aggressive decks, so I don't like this card being in the game. It gives the aggressive deck so much more control on the game that you just can't win afterwards. And it comes out so early with the mana reduction on Murlocs. It's a good card, though. Not in Arena. Never picked this in Arena. But yeah, in Constructed, it'll definitely see some play with Murloc decks. This card, I feel like, could be in Mech Mage, as these guys say over here somewhere. Mech Priest, maybe not. Mech Mage, kinda. I mean, it's an interesting card. The stats are, like, decent for what it does. Kinda. You have to control another mech, so maybe it could have been a 4 mana 4/4. Because you still have to play the mech. In Arena, it's not going to see play, and Constructed it might in a few mech decks. So, yeah, that's probably something. Okay, this is a strange little picture we got there. It's not loading. So, I'm going to end it there. I will do the next 25 cards in the next episode. Yeah, this is a really interesting expansion. I kind of like it. But it's also kind of scary with all the few aggro bits put in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little run through these cards, and I will be back quickly with the next episode on them soon. So, goodbye.